obviously, a tale of two halves. I thought we came out surprisingly tentative. And what I mean by that is, we spent all the week focusing on some things that we needed to clean up from the West Virginia game. And surprisingly tentative. And part of it was, I thought we weren't aggressive enough defensively, and I probably should have put a little bit more full court pressure in the first half. So, and then from an individual standpoint, we had some guys that didn't play up to their typical standards. And then the second half, I thought we made some adjustments in the second half, and I thought some guys really stepped up, and we were outstanding in the second half. This is a good basketball team. I watched them on tape several times this year. This is a very good basketball team at Tiffin. We didn't bring in a non-Division I team that was going to be somebody that would just roll over. So we got better today because of the competition they provided us. In the second half, our energy level increased. Tiffin was getting some similar shots. They were similarly aggressive as they were in the first half, but our pressure dictated some misses, I thought. And then we were able to get in transition. We had 0 transition points in the first half. And then once we got in transition, it started to open the floor up, and we were able to get different guys moving in different spots. Freed up Cole Murray a little bit. Levon Holland, what a unique stat line, 1 for 11 from the field, but ends up misses 1 assist from a triple-double. So I thought overall, one of the things that you guys will hear from me and our team hears from me on a consistent basis, it's not about results right now. It's about the process of getting better. And I thought our young men did that over the course of a 40-minute game. So we accomplished our goal for this game in the process of getting better. If we live in that process, then the results will eventually take care of themselves.
You're a big team for a Division II team, and I thought they kind of controlled the paint in the first half.
He did.
In the second half, Jalen really just took over in there. Did you have to tell him anything, or did that work out? Was there extra?
I might have said a few things to him in a nice tone at halftime. You know what? It's a credit to our young men, because a coach can say anything and demand certain things, and we like to think we're all right, but the young man's got to accept it. And Jalen did that. Levon did that. I thought Jordan Garnett and Todd Johnson gave us great minutes from an energy standpoint and defensive standpoint, even though their stat line might not have showed it. So, yeah, there was a few adjustments we made. We made some few adjustments offensively. We ran some different things offensively to open some things up, and then we got back to our basic offense.
Coach, I know you talked about on media day how you wanted to play 94 feet both ways. Was that second half a little more what you had in mind as far as doing it on the defensive end and then turning it into the offense?
It was. That was way more indicative of the style of play we want to have, and I felt like we didn't do that in the first half. Part of that's me. Well, when you don't score, you can't get in the press. That's one thing. So we needed to score, and we were giving up too many easy buckets for them. We've got a team that I wouldn't say is built for the style of play, and I think they know that, and we've talked about that. But at the same time, we've still got to be able to implement it, and we'll pick and choose our spots. But I think that they gained a little bit more of an understanding of what the style of play can do for them.
Shoot very well. You have to be pleased with the way he competed and contributed on the glass, and just really active athlete overall. I guess
He's a fun athlete to watch play. I think the fans of Northern Kentucky and the Northern Kentucky community are really going to enjoy his 3 years here. He is athletic, and he's exactly what we want in terms of the style of play, and those are the guys that we're going to continue to recruit. Guys with that kind of athleticism will enjoy playing in this style.
Was it simply just an adjustment as far as turning up the intensity in the second half, or were there any other strategy adjustments you made at halftime?
Well, we pressed. Our focus was we were going to come in with another press. That was the main thing. If we felt like the main thing was just energy and effort and get out in transition, and then we made some adjustments offensively in terms of putting some people in a few different areas and getting loosened up and freed up, and hopefully, the bottom line is, we tell our guys all the time, play the right way and live with the result. Okay, so we thought we put them in the right position. Maybe Cole Murray's shots go in, they don't go in. They went in tonight, so great. But as long as he's consistently going in the right positions and we're making the right decisions, I think over a period of time we'll find success.
I thought the player rotation was interesting coming out. Is that something that we can kind of get used to?
How so?
I thought we brought in Drew McDonald fairly early.
We did.
Rose.
No, I told those guys they were going to be the first rotation. Those guys knew before the game that they were going to come in right away. And That doesn't mean other guys won't have their opportunity. They will, and I want them to continue to focus and stay with it. Guys will develop roles throughout the season, and we'll let those. They need to star in their roles. Those roles haven't fully been developed yet because I'm just, I tell people all the time, I'm getting to know this team. I'm 4 or 3 lights on, referees on the court games in, and we're still developing an understanding of what we need and what guys give us in certain spots.
I would assume it's imperative to play the style of play you would like to play, that you're going to need those key minutes, those guys off the bench, and for them to fill in the roles that you're looking for so that you're able to keep everybody fresh and yet keep the same intensity.
Exactly. And then I was a little disappointed I wasn't able to go deep enough in the bench in the second half. Part of that was just guys were performing. So, you got to ride that a little bit and utilize your timeouts. We played we really played 11 guys, I guess. Typically I count them based on double-figure minutes, so 9 to 11. I think it'll be pretty consistent like that, and I think a rotation will begin to form its way as the season goes on.
Drew came in very prepared and very ready to participate right away.
That's a great word. You're exactly right. That's a great way of describing him, prepared. I couldn't agree more. He's a prepared young man. He sat for probably a decent chunk there when Jalen got it going, and I felt comfortable with putting him in with 2 minutes to go in the game to close it out because I know his decision-making enables him to do that because he's prepared. He brings a calmness about the game and really can help us in a lot of different areas.
Obviously another big weekend.
Must be that Newport Catholic in him.
Coach Dillon. Another big week ahead. Obviously Moorhead coming in here this weekend, then Xavier next Monday. Obviously I know you're not looking at one game at a time, but
We play Xavier next week?
What are some of the things maybe you're going to focus on over the next week to get ready for Moorhead?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know yet just because we really got to watch the film. One of the things happen so fast. You see things, and you underreact, you overreact as a coach. I tell guys all the time, I give them my thoughts at the end of the game, but I tell them what we'll do going forward will be based on what I see on film. And so we'll thoroughly go through the film, evaluate that, and then we'll come back and we'll spend part of practice Thursday cleaning up the things we need to clean up, and the other part preparing for Saturday.
Well, first off, I just changed my mindset, really. I know I was struggling a little bit in the first half, just frustrated at myself and just little things. And Coach made it like an emphasis just to free my mind, just play free, just play hard, and that's what I did in the second half.
Vaughn, you one assist away from a triple-double. Have you had any triple-doubles at any level or in college ball?
Nah, it's always the same story. Get pretty close, but can't seem to get over the hump.
What was the difference in that second half for the whole team and maybe for yourself?
For the whole team, really just picking up our intensity and doing what we do, playing defense harder, crashing the glass more, and really just staying with it, even though we weren't playing as well as we wanted to.
Vaughn, you were had a tough day from the field, but contributed a lot of other ways. What does it take to sort of keep you motivated like that and not really worried about how you're shooting?
Really just don't let the little things get to me and pay more attention to the little things. So like rebounding, being in the right spot defensively, just staying with it that way and don't really get too frustrated or consumed on hitting and missing shots.
Jalen, can you talk a little bit about the defensive intensity in the second half? It really looked like Tiffin had a hard time getting anything going. You guys were just everywhere, and especially inside, it seemed like you completely shut the paint off in the second half.
Well, it was more of a sense of urgency in the second half. We knew we struggled in the first half, and we knew what we had to do and what type of energy and effort we had to bring to the second half in order to win.
Were you guys at all surprised by the size and general skill level of a Division II team like Tiffin?
Well, not really. I mean, I know a lot of guys in D2 that came from D1s. It's just, even though it's a division down, it's still the same caliber of players. So, yeah, I wasn't surprised at all.
For me, after playing a few years at JUCO and just going into every game and really seeing every team being pretty talented, so I wasn't surprised at all. Because when you get to college, it's not high school anymore. So guys pretty much recruited.
I want to ask you about that big dunk you had there in the second half. It really seemed to not only pick up the emotion of the team, but the crowd as well really got them into it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Any way I can help my team just pick it up, just turn it to another level, I do it. So, I mean, I guess that dunk helped a lot. Luckily, I didn't fall, so happy about that.